This is a man who can make money. Once his body feels pain, he will spit out a lot of gold coins. And in order to get more wealth, he even asked someone to stuff himself into his luggage. Unexpectedly, something went wrong in the delivery part. A student actually took the wrong luggage. Until he went home, he found that there was a man in the suitcase. In order not to expose the secret, the man did not confess to the student, and the student didn't think too much. He had to try to save the man at the moment. Looking at the golden hard pen in his hand, Jimmu stood still for a moment, and after the man saw that the matter was exposed, he did not intend to continue to hide it. He directly told the strange thing on his body and promised that as long as Jimmu could save himself, all the gold coins produced during the period would belong to him alone. Unknowingly, when he said these words, Jimmu's heart was already blinded by money. He not only didn't keep it for a long time, but also picked up his luggage. The next morning, he came to the gold shop. Only through the shopkeeper did he know that this hard coin was actually a pure gold-made ancient coin. Just one coin is worth $500. This made him more determined about his thoughts. He was about to take his friends home to make money. Who knew that he would see his girlfriend's face of fear at the door? Jimmu went back to the house in a daze. He found that the man's hand was outside. Only then did he understand why his girlfriend was afraid of him. When he saw that the man in the suitcase was still alive, his girlfriend was in a hurry to save him. Who knew that the man vomited a gold coin when he was pulling? Although he didn't care, his friends on the other side were worried. They only saw him pulling the luggage out of the bedroom. In front of the two people, he kicked the man downstairs directly. Oh, he's not going anywhere. At that moment, everyone was blinded by money. They could no longer suppress their greed. They began to torture the man in various ways. Not only did they solve the problem of rent, but they also constantly improved their living standards. And after they tasted the sweetness, they didn't just close their faces, but they started to get worse. They even used electrocution. They didn't even care about the death of the man. And on that day, Jimmu suddenly realized that they were too cruel. He hoped to stop and let the man go. I think we should stop. No. I think it's okay. Even if he was tortured so badly, the man had no intention of asking for mercy because he knew he couldn't live long. However, his friend had already been driven crazy by money. He suppressed his girlfriend immediately. He was going to finally get some money from the man, but this caused Jimmu to be dissatisfied. He was about to pick up his phone to call the police, but he was snatched by his girlfriend. He smashed it with a hammer. What are you doing? Jimmu didn't even dream of it. His original kind girlfriend would kill him for her own selfish desire, and as Jimmu fell into the blood, the two of them realized how angry they were. So they decided to run away with the money. But when they saw the man lying on the ground, the two of them considered blowing up his last value. They didn't know that this kind of greed would make them suffer for the rest of their lives. They only saw the man suddenly laughing loudly. His eyes turned golden, but the two of them didn't take it seriously. They pressed the power button directly. With a black mist, the man who was originally trapped in the suitcase turned into a devil. This scared the two of them, but it was too late to regret. The devil had already prepared an empty box for the two of them, and they should pay for their greed. Then the devil came back to the airport in human form. With the help of the staff, the two suitcases were sent to the carrier. It seems that the two greedy people will pay a painful price for their actions.